I want to start this video off with a quote from English writer and philosopher Alan Watts. If we are unduly absorbed in improving our lives, we may altogether forget to live them. If you are or have been recently in a period of constant grinding, really good productivity every day, a thought may have come across your mind, something along the lines of, when do I actually stop? And the truth is you don't. But in my opinion, and what we're going to be talking about in this video today, is there has to be periods of times where you slow down a little bit. And I'm not just talking about you did a little bit of studying and now you need a break. I'm talking about daily, consistent, hard work. From the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep, actions and thoughts heading towards the goals that you've set for your future. And when you get to the ends of these periods where you're working yourself to your limits, it's important to slow down a little bit, still work hard, but slow down a little bit and enjoy the progress that you've made and, to be honest, maintain your social life. The idea I'm talking about here, this period of mass productivity, can be linked to the idea of monk mode. Monk mode doesn't make too much sense to me, just completely isolating yourself. But I guess it's monk mode in the sense that you don't go out. You do very, very, very little social events, etc. And here's why I want to bring up Chris Williamson's criticism of monk mode. He says that monk mode is great, and as we know, it's a good way to have self-improvement. I don't think you have to fully isolate yourself, but that's just my opinion. But of course, avoiding what you know is toxic for you, consistently toxic for you, such as partying, blah, blah, blah. Taking moments to focus on self-improvement, but there has to be a point when you come out of monk mode. There has to be those periods where you come out of monk mode, and lots of people just get stuck in it, and they get stuck in the self-improvement loop, and they feel guilt if they take the time off a little bit, and they just keep going and going and going and going and going, and they never actually enjoy their improvement, and they don't actually live their life with the improvements that they've made. And don't get this video wrong, this isn't an excuse to just take a couple of weeks off and do absolutely nothing. You still work in these periods of slowing down. In fact, you probably still work out most of other people because you're so used to doing so much. Thing is, I know quite a few people who have clicked this video and are now using it in search of comfort. They've seen the title, they've seen the thumbnail, and they've gone, oh yeah, productivity is toxic. I don't need to get involved with that. I've always known productivity is toxic. I'm going to continue with my time wasting. In fact, you are the person who's probably most in need of this period of mass productivity. You will still study, you'll still train, you'll still work towards all the goals that you have in your life. But instead of working for them throughout the whole day, you'll have little periods in the day where you might socialise a bit, spend some time with friends, go out in the evening. Yeah, okay, you don't read before you go to bed for one night, but you're in that little period where you get to enjoy the progress you've made, socialise, which is highly important, of course, as we know, spend time with family, especially as we're coming up to Christmas time. It's so important to have these little periods. And then when you get out of them, you go hard again, you work hard again. I've done this since I've come at uni. I've worked super, super hard since coming to uni with, as I say, most of my days just focused on gym, working on YouTube, that could be writing a book, studying a lot of studying, tons and tons of different things, football, jiu-jitsu, it's been loads. And now I'm looking forward to the Christmas holidays, coming back, spending a bit of time with family, seeing the friends from school I haven't seen for months. Yes, I'll still be working, I'll still be training whilst I'm at home, on football especially. I really want to get some more minutes in the team for me. I've got exams coming up, I need to revise. But instead of spending the whole day, maybe in the evenings I'll watch a Christmas film with the family, or in maybe a couple of the days in the holiday I'll go out with my mates and stuff, and knowing that I've almost deserved this period because I've worked so hard the last few months. But it's crazy to think, even in this period, my days are going to be busy days to most of the other people. And this should be the same for you. And if you're in a similar situation to what I am, you've clicked on the video, you've gone, I've been working super hard recently. When do I actually take a break? Well, how long have you been working hard? Look at your situation, what's coming up. Is there periods where you can spend a bit more time with people, socialising? Look at your schedule and work out where are the periods you can just focus, and where are the periods where you can enjoy yourself a little bit. In fact, you might be thinking, what's the ratio for this? As I just stated, that's up to you for your current schedule, but for me, I try to balance it off a 3 to 1 month period ratio. For you, it might be 3 weeks to 1. For some people, it's 3 years to 1, which I don't recommend doing, because 3 years of dedicated, complete, consistent work is not only very, very difficult, but also can be pretty detrimental to your social skills, your social life and social circle. For me, whilst at uni, every 3 months there's a holiday, there's a little freshers thing, or refreshers or whatever, just to enjoy a little bit. And so 3 months to 1 works really well. I get 3 months of really, really tough, hard work, and then 1 month of still decent work, but a bit more relaxed. It's really hard to explain this to the right level, because it's not like, oh, you've worked out really hard for 3 months, now spend a month eating whatever you want. That's just stupid. It's the same sort of idea of productivity. You've worked out really hard for 3 months. In that month, you carry on working out, but you work out a little bit less. Maybe have a bit of Christmas food, whatever. Do the same with productivity. You just work a little bit less, but you still work hard. I hope you get what I mean. It's almost like a work hard, play hard lifestyle, kind of. And as we know from Jordan Peterson, play is very important in our lives. But don't take it as an excuse to do nothing. That is silly. And if you're watching this video as a comfort, then sorry, that's not what the video is, and you need to sort yourself out. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I've been recently making a lot of videos about productivity, as that's been a big part of my life recently. And I thought to myself, with all the productivity I've been doing here, and with all the productivity topics and I guess languages I've been talking about online, that this topic needs to be addressed. There is such a thing as toxic productivity, but it is so far away than what you think. Toxic productivity is almost like a too overly obsessed mindset where there's so much guilt when you don't do something productive that it stops you from doing anything fun, and you've always got the idea of delayed gratification, that the gratification actually never comes along. I found that's a good way of putting it. You do these actions for delayed gratification, and that gratification includes the idea that you have the bit of freedom to go out, enjoy yourself, knowing that you've deserved it. Whereas there's probably a lot of people who go out multiple times each week and they have a guilt in their head for doing it so often, because they know they haven't deserved it in any way. Overall, is a very, very tough question to answer. When do I enjoy myself? But as long as this period of slowing down doesn't just turn into complete non-productivity days, you still need a bit of work in there. And that's the only way I can kind of describe the answer to this question, or what would be my answer to this question. And I know this is a problem for most people, especially within the productivity world. And if you've come across this video trying to find an answer to this question, then I hope my opinion has helped you in some sort of way. The other problem with it is, and I know I'm bound to feel this when I go into this period of slowing down, is when you're doing something that's not so productive, whenever, there will be that feeling of guilt, like, I know I should be doing something else right now. I know I should be working right now. I know I should be studying right now instead of playing UFC 4 or whatever. I know I should be sleeping and keeping my good sleep schedule instead of going out tonight. But if you always think like that and always have that guilt in the back of your head, you will genuinely never ever enjoy yourself. And especially when you want to succeed in the first place, to have the freedom to enjoy yourself. But the pursuit of this freedom, the pursuit of this success, is also an incredible freedom and happiness in itself. And I'm sorry if this has come across in a very rambling way, but to be honest, that is just my thoughts on it. It's such a difficult way to come across it. But if you have enjoyed the video, support the channel, watch other videos if you're interested. As I say, I'm writing a new ebook, and that will be sold with the other one for free by signing up to an email list. That will be coming up soon. I'll be giving updates about that on my Instagram, which you can follow in the description. But apart from that, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good day.